I think I solved my audio issues, but you can never be too sure. Yeah, I started replaying Ghostrunner.
A trespasser spotted at Metro Station.
But I really like the game, so I'm just going to play it from the start. Now I more or less know what I'm doing.
God,
It's going to flow
the
a little bit
software
better.
is a mess. I've rebooted your acceleration module. You should be able to squeeze through that turbine. You can use acceleration while in the air.
The trespasser is in the air ducts.
Careful now. They'll be waiting for you.
Oh! Then I'm talking about that I'm better, and then I miss the most simple of jobs.
Initiating the sensory boost. Focus. Talk and go for the kill. Well done. But you won't last long in this state. You have to get me out of prison so I can get your software in order. I'm being held outside this
Really
dome
like this
zone.
game.
Follow the pipes to get out in the open. Use the surfaces to your advantage. Slide to gain speed.
Yeah.
These sewers.
Ah! I have to be careful with these guys, even though they're like the easiest enemy in the game. It's pretty easy to get overconfident and then they just shoot you in the face.
My signal. They know I'm talking to you. It's only a matter of time before they breach the doors to my cell. Find me before they get inside.
Alrighty.
Dome on lockdown.
Each guard has a built-in lockdown chip. Disabling them will unlock the doors.
Ah. Here and there. Ah, maybe I go another way. Maybe I just go here, here, here. Dead.
Tenants found outside their homes will be considered part of the rebel forces and treated as such.
Sounds fair.
Lockdown lifted.
Go.
But the first time I tried to play this game, it took me like 10 tries. But now I got it into. And I still have this crash problem. I don't know what they did with this game, but you finish a level, it crashes. You finish a level, it crashes. I couldn't even see like the outro because it was, yeah, it crashed every time when I wanted to start loading the outro, so I had to see it on YouTube. That was interesting. But at least I can play the game when I just reload the game every time. And I deleted the intro cinematic and stuff like that, so it's going faster.
I can't hold it longer. Find my cell. There's little time.
Ah! Yeah. Oh, I forgot I can't block bullets yet. I have to get the add-on for that. No wonder I can't just punch them away. Like this. Hello. You can just use like the evasion skill. Always forget them, you can like stop time. You can go and then just float to the side and then kill them.
care of the guards first.
Prisoner termination protocol initiated.
Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, and then I can just flow out, okay, out of the way, and then kill them. I can just... It makes the game way easier doing it like that. I just realized after playing through the whole game, I only now realized that this is a possibility. Yeah,
Prisoner threat
so
level
much easier.
extremely
No wonder
high.
I found this game so hard.
Prisoner released.
But I just realized how much shorter this game is if you know what you're doing. The first time I played this, it was like half an hour until I was at this point because I just died so many
Free
times.
at last. Pleasure to meet you. Face to face, that
a
is.
ghost.
Now, let's take a look inside. This may feel a little strange. Welcome to Cyber Void. Time to fix you up. You can
Okay.
talk here, by the way.
Who are you?
You can call me Architect.
Who am I?
You're a Ghostrunner. Number 74, to be precise.
Ghostrunner 74.
That will have to do for now. Your physical body is vulnerable. Time runs slower here, but we should still hurry. Just keep moving. I will take care of your recalibration.
That's one aspect I don't
I
really like
remember
about the
fights.
cyber levels. It's,
Others like me.
you can't use your abilities. You have to run
You've been cast
like a
down
pleb.
from Dharma City to the base district. It's a miracle to survive a fall like that. Even for someone like you.
A Ghostrunner.
Yes, you were bodyguards, peacekeepers, arbitrators, and anything else we needed you to be. You tried to stop the coup.
There was a woman.
The name is Mara, or the Keymaster, as she calls herself now. 20 years ago, she stood against me.
It was you I was trying to save.
You failed. I died. My body did anyway. Thanks to the precautions I had taken, I'm still here. Although this form has its limitations.
Are you an AI?
You could say that. You could also say Dharma Tower is a skyscraper. Technically correct.
What is the tower then?
Humanity's home. A megastructure that once housed millions. It had been under my care since its creation. Almost a century ago. I served the people, kept them safe, maintained the shelter I provided. But Mara had her own plan. She became the sole ruler of Dharma Tower, ruining what I've built, bringing us back to the verge of extinction.
It's so smooth. I'm
Why
really
can't this
hyped.
place
I'm getting
Oh,
UPC
it's
cards.
perfectly normal.
Then
it's
I'm
you
going
that
to
has
have like
become
stupid
incompatible.
FPS.
The
Hopefully.
incompetent repairs you were subjected to made you
just go
divergent. You no longer function like a Ghostrunner is supposed to. But we'll change that.
Who repaired me?
That would be the Climbers, a group of rebels that tried to oppose Mara.
Where are they?
Dead, I'm afraid. They'd been killed before I managed to contact you. But there's no time to worry about them now. We're almost done here. Press on.
Yeah, and I can't use level select to play the game because the game crashes every time I use that. So they have still stuff to fix, I think. I mean, some people can play fine, but not me. Huh? Oh, no, no, no! This didn't go the way I wanted it to. Jump and jump.
How did she manage to win?
I was stabbed in the back. We both were, you and I.
Who was she?
Was? A dear friend. A trusted partner. Brilliant scientist. Who is she now is the question you should be asking. And you wouldn't like the answer. No one among the people of Dharma Tower would.
I need more answers.
And you will get them. For now, trust me. The Keymaster is your enemy and a tyrant.
What do you want me to do?
Kill Mara, of course. To be able to do that,
Stupid.
you'll have to relearn a few things and tweak your performance. But first, jump. We need to get back, and it's much quicker this way.
Alrighty then. And game crash because I was at the end of the level. So I have to load another level and another game crash. But at least it's faster. Continue.
Our first stop is one of the few remaining Cybervoid mainframes, located in an old mining tower. We can use it to correct the corrupted parts of your code, and hopefully restore your more sophisticated functions.
Hopefully.
There's no guarantee the data will be intact, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Okay, there's a death floor. I'm pretty sure you could fall farther and still get this point, but you just die. It's so nice to play levels like this without lasers and enemies just standing there killing you.
Our goal lies far above,
I'm not used to
at the
this.
core of Dharma City. This means we'll need to get out of the base district. With the chaos the rebels caused, it's going to be troublesome.
But I'm not sure if it's the case, but I always have a feeling that if I use my dash ability, I lose my momentum. So if I'm just
can you assist
normally
me?
running, it's
In
fine. But
combat,
if I'm
I'm
fast,
afraid I can't. Cybervoid Remnant is the only medium I can interact with. I will be able to help you with your upgrades
Stop
once we
talking,
find the
Architect.
mainframe.
I want to
Apart
say
from
something.
that, just think
Yes.
of me as a voice in your head. One that you should listen to if you want to stay alive.
Shut up. What I wanted to say was, yeah, I have a feeling that you lose your momentum when you use your dash ability. So it's fine if you're just at your normal speeds, but you keep getting faster and faster when you use like your grapple hook and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you lose your speed if you do that.
This is Zoe Avila of the Climbers Rebellion. If there's anybody alive out there, please respond.
You said they were dead.
They are, except for her, it seems. No one will answer this broadcast. Trust me, I keep track of any potential assets.
That's cold.
And a single, desperate survivor is no asset. The Keymaster Guard is patrolling the area. They may have located the mainframe.
Can they use it?
No, but they can destroy it, like they did to most of the Cybervoid hardware.
This is Zoe Avila of the Climbers. Please, can anybody hear me? Anybody?
This is... Ghostrunner.
The Ghostrunner? Jack? You're awake!
Yes.
How? We've been rebuilding you for months. We tried everything we could to wake you up, but you never would.
It wasn't up to me.
What's so much easier with the time. How did I get that wrong? I played the whole game and I totally forgot about this ability. That I can just dodge the bullets. And I never thought about that. It made it just so much harder. So how do I get there? Ah. No. And I'm also not sure if the developers has like plans for making like additional levels, because I really think there's so much potential with like this movement puzzle mechanic. Oh no, that you're like solving these levels in a way. So yeah, only in the end really you develop all your abilities and really see what possibilities there are. And then you get like enemies who are
You were there
so
when they came
bad.
for me. It would have been different.
Like the crawling
might have had a
explosive
chance.
zombies
What are you going to do? The fifth is still crawling with
and
keys.
stuff like that, which I don't really like.
The Keymaster Guard, bandits and thugs that Mara armed and sent against us.
I'm going after her.
So
After the Keymaster? Alone? That's insane. But if anyone can do it, it's definitely you.
but that I can't cut bullets yet. Oh. But I really see it like, yeah, there could be like 100 extra levels to this game. It would be just fun. Oh. Survived. And he's dead.
You're gonna need someone to guide you and keep an eye out for threats. What do you say? Want my help?
Yes.
Good. I need to move to a safer location and hook up to the network. I'll contact you once I scrounge up some gear. Zoe out.
Okay, maybe that's the most intelligent path. Ooh. Slicing through them like hand. Well, maybe not hand. But you know what I get. And dead.
Do you really need the assistance of a failed rebel when you already have my help?
They fixed me.
Barely. I'd been waiting for them to properly rebuild you, but Mara cut their
Don't
time
be so
short.
salty, architect.
Why didn't you contact them?
The climbers? To what purpose? The poor souls never stood a chance against Mara. Fixing you was the only thing they could help me with, and they were already on it.
How does this go again? It's like... Oh. Okay. Now I got it. You? What's this stuff?
The mainframe we're after used to run all of the Sector 5's operations. That's where we are, in case you were wondering. They're closing in on the server room. Hurry!
Can't it be accessed remotely?
We wouldn't be here if it could. Cyber Void has been fractured, broken into countless disconnected pieces. It's like bottles of water,
Totally
left
forgot.
over after the lake has been drained.
Okay. Totally forgot how much dialogue is in this game. For it being like this runner game, where it's like, yeah, you don't really need a story, you can just run around and fight. There's rather large amount of dialogue. At least if you're fast. if you take like way too many attempts per level, it doesn't really seem that way. If you're fast, you have like dialogue every 5 steps.
Yes, this is it. Jump in.
Jump in. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'm like 20 minutes in right now, and last time, maybe I took an hour to this
This
point.
place
I
again.
don't know.
This place is where we'll find the means to fight our enemy.
What do I do?
It's in your instincts to navigate the cyber
Now I
world.
remember
In
this
most
one.
cases, you'll just have to focus on finding the right direction.
Think
After you're done with this particular jumble of code, you'll gain access to one of a Ghostrunner's most useful abilities. Look what these rebels did to your protocols. That's what happens when amateurs mess with perfection.
He is pretty condescending. Yeah, I go like this, and then I complete it.
I need you
with
to
this
start
one.
putting in some effort. Luckily.
Finally.
Excellent.
I mean, I'm fast enough that I'm now skipping dialogue, I think, because I'm pretty sure he wanted to say something right there.
Sometimes you will need to close in and attack simultaneously. Let me
Your
give you
first
something to
ability.
aim at. Focus. Visualize yourself in space. Be the motion. Get them all in a single strike. No, that's not the point. All at once. Perfect form. Once more. Take a breath. Picture your destination. Yes, you got them. The enemies won't line up for you. Adapt to their movements. Sensory boosts give you time to aim. I see.
Eh?
A moving enemy is too hard a target for you. All right.
Totally got them the first one time.
You can
That
even
this
use
is not
this
on
technique
you.
to cut through projectiles. Give it a try. Not like this.
Yeah, I shouldn't pause time and then get shot.
Very convenient, is it not?
Soundtrack is just slapping. Maybe I should turn it up a little bit so you can hear too. Because I turned it way down so you could hear me talk, but I'm not sure how many people want to hear me talk, so who knows?
Clean up the stragglers and we can proceed.
Oh, it wasn't the end of the level, cool. But first, oh god, all these explanations. Blink is the ability, right? Yes. Extra dash. That's always a cool thing. Maybe put it here. Yeah, and the rest I don't really need. Could get this one, but I'm not really after
Obviously.
achievement and secrets.
No. We've worked hard to reconnect this node to the network. If they destroy it, we'll be affected. Let me put it another way. I cannot exist.
Forgot.
I cannot exist without Cyberboy, and you cannot exist without me.
Fine.
Okay. No, I got them. I have to do this. Woo.
These are just bandits
He
loyal
lost
to
his
the
name.
Keymaster, used by her to keep the base under control. You can expect more competent foes as we move higher up the tower.
I'm just flying. Ah. Yeah, I remember this level. It's the easiest way is to just go here and then make it. Just fly through them. And they're all dead.
Mara killed 100 Ghostrunners.
99 to be precise. What of it?
How am I to fight her alone?
The climbers replaced many of your parts. There were a few they couldn't find. Mara's kill switch among them, which means she can't shut you down again. Make no mistake, this fight won't be easy, but at least it will be fair.
There, I slipped off the wall, but I was not going the right route. I have to go. Huh? Okay, I can't go there. Alrighty then. Yeah, this. Destroy this one. Oh. Now I only have to destroy them. What? Totally got him. I may have my strike may have been a little bit off second. Why? Why am I always slipping off these walls? Maybe I'm not precise enough. This one. Here we go. This way. This way. Ah, not that one. Yeah? It's like... that one still? Okay, on the other side. Now I got them on. Okay.
That's the last
Not
of
too
them.
hard, but I
Time to
died a
get
few
back on
times,
track.
so it's not as easy as how his
Dharma
image.
City, of course. We'll need to use Amida Elevator Station. That's the fastest route by far.
Okay. Oh.
The base is Dharma's.
Ah.
The base is Dharma's
I put
foundation
myself down.
in more than one sense. It is the lifeblood of the tower's economy. Back in the Golden Age, there were enough goods produced here to satisfy the needs of all the residents. Of course, the upper levels had certain privileges. During
That
Mara's
doesn't sound
coup,
modest.
many of the facilities were damaged. Things have been in slow decline ever since. Nowadays, the area mostly serves as warehouses or gang hideouts, and a reminder of what Dharma used to be.
Which is...
Nice.
Home. A safe haven for the survivors of the apocalypse.
You built this whole place?
I conceived it, designed it, and built it. I am the architect.
Oh,
Your optimization has improved, but it's far from perfect. We'll need to make another stop before visiting the Keymaster.
That was the flow state I was saying. Just fly through the line. And restart. And we are back. Continue.
We're now moving through the sector's main factory complex.
Now we have the fast fighting boys.
Hello? Jack, can you hear me?
Why Jack?
Right. You wouldn't know. It's a code name we used for you during the repairs. Diego said you were all jacked up when he found you, and it stuck. Do you mind if I call you that?
No.
Well, you're not. No, I'm not. Okay.
All set.
No,
All set. I put
yeah,
together
that
some
is the
gear.
best way to
Once
go.
I plug in my Atma, I'll be able to monitor the key's communications and keep you updated.
Atma?
Atma chip, the standard neural implant. You must have heard of them. Basically simplified versions of your own Cortex interface. I'm gonna connect to your visual feed so I can guide you better.
Yay.
Can you grant me access?
Done.
And I'm in. Seeing the world from your perspective will make things much easier.
Hit a corner. And they're all
So you're
dead.
going up to Dharma City.
Yes.
Well, first you have to get through the base, and much has changed since you've been gone.
Flying. I'm
There is
vibing.
no law here anymore. Just the Keymaster's goons, pushing everyone around and shouting orders.
You didn't obey.
Some of us didn't.
You had visited the base often in the past. Towards the end of our time, this place became overrun with criminals. Ghostrunners kept them at bay until Mara took over.
Open your eyes. Fight the system. Da, da, da. Oh god! It is a saved right beforehand. That wasn't good. Well, or maybe I should concentrate on what I'm doing and not adjust my microphone. So, where am I going? Eh? What? Oh, I'm blind.
These
Yeah.
factories, everything they produce goes straight up to Dharma City. While the Keymaster and her lackeys live in luxury, we basers work our fingers to the bone our whole lives and don't see any of it.
How do you survive?
When I was little, we were given basic provisions, but each year we'd get less and less. If not for the black market, we would have all starved by now. The Keymaster keeps taking, while giving nothing back.
So you chose to fight.
Not much of a choice, really. Not much of a choice, really.
Efficiency of Dharma City hydroponic farms dwindles. Soon, even the upper levels will suffer,
Mara can't feed everyone.
even if she wanted to.
That's not good for Pian City. Well, not good. Super Science City.
Some decided to fight back. My parents, their friends, Saul. They weren't afraid to speak up against Mara and remind us that things used to be different. The resistance started because some of us remembered the time before the Keymaster.
Why this title?
Supposedly she wanted to unlock our chains, set us free. Yeah, right.
Free from the architect.
Probably.
Okay, I could have jumped out there, but I should have. Whoop. That was close.
Mara will never retreat. If she's
Could run
withdrawing
off
from
towards
forces,
them,
it is only because she
yeah.
has another way to stop us.
What way?
If I could read her mind, I would still be running things around here.
Yeah, that's true. I still remember this room. How is this game running smoother now than it did? Ah, now it's like it's the real-time shadows from these things. I don't know why they did it like this, but this whole room is super laggy, at least on my PC. Oh god, it's going to be interesting. Oh no. It's pretty hard to play this game if you have like 15 FPS or stuff. What? Especially the whole game runs super smooth, but there's like one or two rooms which are extremely laggy. Ah, no. I still remember how I solved this room, but it's not easy. Could have easily played through it if I had my like 75 FPS that I have normally. But ah, oh god, I nearly died there. And then I go down here. And this one. Who shot me? Who shot me? That's unacceptable. It's a travesty. It's unfair. Yes, Anakin, it is. Ah, there he is. I totally forgot him. Ah. I should have just been so greedy. Should have just outplayed him. Hey! What is happening? Oh, easy. Why did I die there? Totally understand dying here. Because it's like so chaotic. I have not so many images to go on. What is happening? Yeah, I'm dropping frames like crazy right now. But I'm going to get through this. I got it last time. On this map I made my first recording tests. For like, if I can stream and stuff. It wasn't really encouraging with this frame rate, but it's not because I'm recording, it's because this map isn't really optimized. Okay. Now just don't die. And yeah. Finished.
They're all heading towards Amida Station. Getting to the elevators is gonna be tricky. Wait,
What?
So
some of
now
their
I
units
should
just changed
stop.
course. They're...
Coming back?
These shadows
Not
are cool.
exactly.
Okay,
Give me a
they are. But
The climb Timers
just-
were always out of their depth, even at full force. Why you believe she can be of help is beyond
Pretty sure I
me.
should go
She
there.
wants to fight.
It takes more than that to be useful.
Ah. Nearly killed myself. Oh. But why is there like this elevator? It's just leading to your death. But at least saw it coming. Somebody who's seeing that is going to go scream.
Jack, I've intercepted the Key's orders. They're planning to shut down the sector's air filters.
What will that do?
Toxic dust from the outside will seep inside the tower. Thousands of innocent civilians will die. The entire 5th sector.
Which way to the filters?
Thank you.
Go faster. Yeah. Yeah. This is the way. Mando.
This is a mistake. You don't have time to worry about one sector's dwindling population.
You want them to die?
You're missing the bigger picture here. Sometimes sacrifices are necessary for the greater good.
Okay, Dumbledore. Oh. I think this is the end of the level. Oh. Yes. Well. Ba-dum-bum-ba. Next level.
The air filtering facility is just ahead.
Why is Mara doing this?
It's punishment for rebelling against her. She wants to make an example of us, to keep the other sectors in line.
Sometimes even your current speed won't be enough. Look for cyber void uplinks to
Ultra
temporarily
speed.
disable safety limiters and increase acceleration. Use them sparingly, though. You don't want to damage yourself.
What are these uplinks?
I am
Think of them as
speed.
loose cables you can grab onto for extra power, although they can be much more dangerous than electricity.
What?
Why are
Say
they
what?
here?
They're what's left of cyber void infrastructure. At one point, the terminals were everywhere. At one point, the terminals were everywhere. Now, we must make do with scraps.
Speech. Oh. This music. Bow, bow. Why did I do this? Just...
Once they disable the facility, the air will slowly become lethal. The children and the elderly will get sick first, but eventually, it'll kill everyone.
Oh, I can just hit them and I'm don't die? Okay. Didn't know
The small
that.
turbines are responsible for internal circulation. It's the big one we have to worry about,
It's still on?
for now.
And
You are immune to this affliction. You were not conditioned to put the needs of the few over the needs of the many. And yet, you're being sidetracked by this girl's demands. My wonder.
The
Be
architect is
careful.
such a
There are
nice
keys
guy.
everywhere.
Won't they die as well?
Either they all have breathing gear or they have no idea what's going on. The Keymaster recruits the most violent, not the brightest.
Oh. Drop this one. Still remember this section. Wasn't at all easy. Oh, is this one? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Please don't fail at these easy parts. And dice come. Maybe I should. I'm pretty sure that isn't the most. Oh god. I'm so dumb. I'm in time saver mode. And I could have done it so easily, but I just was like, yeah.
They could have just destroyed the filters.
As long as the installation remains intact, the contamination is reversible. The Keymaster cares less about lives and more about production lines. I keep trying to contact the other climbers, get help. No luck so far. Maybe they're laying low.
Dead.
Maybe.
Okay.
They're quite literally laying low on the ground.
How do you know?
I've
What?
seen the bodies.
Nice
Some cameras on
guy.
the base is still operational. The climbers have been expunged.
Why should I go this way? This way is way easier. But there's some situation in this game where you're like, okay, I can go this super complicated way, or I can just wall run around and just do it that way. Yeah.
Warning. Air
There we go.
filtration system offline. Contamination imminent.
We're late. Let's turn back before it gets deadly.
You said I'm immune.
So you were listening.
To all personnel, evacuate immediately or seek emergency hazard suits.
They turned off the main rotor, but there's still time to restart it.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
The people
Of course,
are weak
Mando.
and desperate. They need us to lead them, not the other way around.
Whoa.
Ready yourself for what's coming. You can't afford to be distracted.
My memory's not coming back.
There's no guarantee that it will. Don't worry. I'm here to tell you everything you need to know.
That's convenient for you.
Making the outside air breathable is a complicated process. It has to be done without compromising Dharma's outer integrity. The burst made a mess of the Earth's atmosphere. The filtering systems were designed to be durable and virtually foolproof. Unless, of course, some fool decides to turn them off.
Ah, now where did I go here? That's the most inconvenient spot for it to pause. Oh god. Gotta go fast.
Slow down. This one is different.
Yeah. These
One
ones are
way to
easy.
find out.
I would
Close
even
combat
say that they're
implies
most likely the
crude
easiest
ones.
enemies you can face. Because they're just so predictable. They can get you if you're not careful. And are most likely going to get you. You see? It's like, yeah, they're jumping and they fly for such a long
Your
time.
opponent's capabilities,
As long as you're not standing still,
higher. Mara is saving
won't
her
hit
most
you.
dangerous hardware for her most trusted soldiers.
Well, I wouldn't like to be a most trusted shooter with like this arm thing. Oh god. I don't know what they thought about this part. Don't understand it really.
Managed to take some measurements, Jack.
Now I got it way
It's not
faster, but
looking
last
good.
time
The
it
level
took
of
me like
radiation in the air is rapidly
maybe 10
increasing.
minutes.
People will soon
most
feel the
likely not
effects.
10 minutes. Maybe like 5. But it took an eternity. Yeah, he got me because I was too confident. But as you can see, it's not too hard. Come on, Mogo. Die, scum. Come on. Oh god. I think I killed him first. I have a feeling that this is... Oh god, there's another one. Okay, first I kill him, then I kill the other shooting guy, and then I kill these guys because they won't hit me. Die. Not too long. Then you too.
I'll try to evacuate.
Oh, I got them all.
Get as many civilians
just
as I can
jumped
to
to
those
the death.
4th and 6th before it's too late.
Stay put. I'll make it.
Do it. Do it now.
It's no use anyway. The gates are locked tight. No one's getting out.
Mara's delusional. I'm stupid.
Okay, I have to switch sides. Just here.
Let's go.
Here. Yes. Oh, this one. Still remember having problem with that one. Don't know what I thought there. But you can just jump straight, you don't have to get back to the wall. Ah yes. This one. Oh god. What was I telling you about not getting it from that? There, I can check this. Go here. Like this. Oh god. Yep. Call it. Close up. Die! Oh god, he nearly got me.
Contamination is spreading by the minute. Radioactive dust concentration is already 50 times above normal.
Hold on.
Don't worry. Phasers are tough. I'll be fine as long as you bring the filters back online. And so will everyone.
This is Cyberport.
to quit your run. Hacking this will do us as much good as hacking a refrigerator.
I was too overeager. I wanted to do it all. And I paid for it with my life. If I shimmy like to the left, to the right, then they can just hit me because they just jumped straight through. Come on. Be a little baby. Please. Die. Ah, no. But I survived. Well, that wasn't really masterclass, I'd say. But it's okay, I think.
What is Cyber Void?
A medium, fabric, that binds all of Dharma's systems together. Or rather, that's what it used to be.
No.
Now it's just remnants, slivers of a greater whole.
And we're through. I hacked it. It would be cool if hacking would look like this.
This is your domain, but I do all the work.
I told you, I can't work from your side. There's a barrier between us, a divide that shouldn't be there. And believe me, I'm doing my part. You just don't happen to see it.
Yeah, it goes down, and through, right? Yes, right. So I have to close this one. This won't be working. Well, this is a given. There's no other way to... Or even... You can go like this, right? No, you can't. So it has to be... Because this is not going to solve anything. This is the only way anything is getting solved. And we go through here, and then we go up, over. What happens if I turn them on? Just look at it. I would say this side is correct, right? Even though maybe... I mean, both are... How do I do this? I mean, maybe... Just repositioning myself a little bit. I have solved this one once. Turn this one, and then turn this one. It's a little bit tedious. What now? Yes! But now I have to turn this off again. I have to turn this on again. I can start turning. Could this be it? Could this be it?
beginning
Took
to
me
adjust.
way longer than it should. Should have solved this in like seconds, but alright. Ooh, level loading without crashing? Because it's the same level still. Anything cool?
All done. You saved the day. Now you can get back to more important matters.
You did it! Thank you, Jack. The people of Sector 5 owe you their lives. I'm so glad we found you.
How did you find me?
Sheer luck. You were buried in a scrap heap at the bottom of a derelict shaft. You fell a long way, didn't you?
Feels like it.
I got no. Oh,
The Climbers finding you was a 1 in a million chance. Most other missing Ghostrunners were located by Mara and destroyed.
Most.
A few are still unaccounted for.
I really wish you'd been there when they came for us.
What happened?
Key surprised us at the hideout. Kicked down the door out of nowhere. Then we ran. I got separated.
Sing to this music all the time. But I'm still learning how to stream, so it's okay to make mistakes. Just love this music.
How does the Keymaster maintain control?
She turns us against each other. The Guard recruits the most brutal and reckless facers and fuels gang wars between the rest.
Divide and conquer. I guess Mara picked up a trick or two by watching me over the years.
Okay. So confusing. Running through the same level but backwards.
The Keys are boarding the elevators to the
'Cause
city. I wish they'd all
always-
just go away and never come back.
Because you're always like thinking back to what you did beforehand, and then you're completely confused what's happening now.
The guys you're fighting are the rear guard. You could wait them out and continue on once they've gone.
No need.
Sure. It's almost scary how little they can do to stop you.
Yes. But you just really love Double Dash.
I just wonder how safe we are. I worry that the Keymaster will send in more troops to
It's
finish
like
the job
it's-
later.
People would say it's a new option and stuff
There'll
like
be
that.
no later for Mara.
No. crash after this thing for like an hour. And you have to concentrate pretty hard on this game. And I think that's it from me for today. I have a feeling that I'm going to go through this game really, really fast. Like only 2 more streams, I think. Maybe I'm underestimating how many levels there are still. Because I'm always like nostalgia. I'm like, yeah, I played this level and I played this level. And I'm like, it couldn't be this far from it. But I got like 4 abilities and I only unlocked the first one. So could be that I'm still way out there. But that's that. And we see each other next time. And yeah.